Hello and welcome to Sprue Models Kit View Time. Today we've got MENG's latest release. This is the 1/35th scale Type 82 Kubelwagen. And again, such an iconic vehicle. And let's face it, it's the granddad of the Beetle. And it's just one of those ones. Many of us have built this particular kit over the years. Let's face it, Tammy and other manufacturers and things like that. Anyway, MENG's decided to have a little bit of a stab at it, so we thought we'd have a look. So what we've got, nice little bit of box art down in there. So obviously from North Africa campaign, you can see obviously various different versions of this one out there. So again, this one has got the sort of, the smoother tyres on the outside and that, but it'd be interesting to see. This particular one's arrived via Temu, hence it's got stickers all over it. Not mine, hasten to add, this is Matt's. So thanks to Temu for this one. It's probably a bargain price. Not too much around on the box. A little bit about it, kit information, things like that, right the way through. Kit number for this one is VS015. And obviously the colour call-outs and things like that. So in the box we are greeted by, this is going to stand, we've got a couple of sprues, so we've got a couple of headlights down in there, in a very light grey plastic, which I always think, and it may be just me, but I always think that this plastic makes it look cheap. If it's in a darker grey, it makes it look more expensive. It's just one of those weird things. All right. Ooh, rubber tyres. Tyres look good, to be honest with you. And then down in here, we've got a few little decals. And we have the instructions. So in the instructions, we've got some blurb, obviously all about it, right the way through. And again, some nice reference photo in colour. All right, and then obviously just making your way down through. Ooh, lots of blurb on this, how to build a model, and then we are straight into it. So again, really nicely done. It's simple, easy to follow, laid out. So we've got the actual bottom of the sort of chassis down in here, and all the running gear being fitted down underneath. Obviously the classic air-cooled engine with the exhaust on there. And then obviously more of the running gear down in the front here with the actual wells being fitted, sorry, the arches, wells, aircraft on the brain being fitted down into here. And then down in, we've got the floor, obviously wooden floor being fitted down into that one. And then obviously we've got the various pedals being fitted down and shifters and things. And then right the way over making up the cabin around the back area for the actual engine. Sides going on, the various parts, as you can see, there is a little bit of chiseling and opening up to do on these ones and filling. So have a look out for those ones as well. We've got the fuel tank being fitted, front bonnet being fitted down onto this one. We've got the rear, obviously it's going to be depending, assuming if you're going to have a roof up and down on this one. So you've got an option with it up or deck down. All right. It's sort of the actual instrument panel being fitted down at the front, and then we've got your seats going on, spare wheel onto the front. We've got some bumper mounts, things like that. It's talking about the wheels with the hubs being fitted down into these ones and then installed onto it. We've even got a couple of rifles down in there as well. So you've got your rifles going to be fitted down into this one, headlights and various parts fitted onto this one, and the cover on the back. And then again, if you want to have the cover, different versions right the way through, and again being fitted down into this one. So nice little stowage equipment down in here as well. So we've got the obligatory shovels and things like that being fitted. Windscreen can be up and down as well, so if you want it folded down or up you can. And then spare fuel for the jerry cans being fitted down onto these ones as well. And then obviously we've got the actual colour call-outs and markings, of which there isn't many, which makes it a great kit if you don't like doing any form of decaling. So again, some nice options down in here from the North Africa Corpse ones all the way through. Again, different camo patterns and things added to them just like that. All right, so that, to be honest, looks very, very nicely done. Do like MENG's instructions, they just always look and feel good. So I'm not going to bother getting the decals out because they are teeny tiny ones, and that is literally it. So there's not a lot to be said with that. The tyres themselves, as this is Matt's kit, I'm going to cut these open and have a good look at one. So we've got the tyres. Get one out. To be honest with you, what I'll do a digital zoom in on this as well. That's actually nicely done, and they feel nice as well. They don't feel like licorice, shall we say. They actually feel quite rubbery and quite nice. There's no writing on the sides, which is correct for the sort of age of it. And again, it's got that nice inner tread pattern with the smoother outside. So actually, to be honest with you, the tyres feel quite nice. One of these things, if you warm these things up slightly and pop them on the hubs, you always get a nice good seal with them. So they are nice. So into the major part, big old crinkly bag, I apologise. We've got the lights and the windscreen, which is not a lot to look at, so I won't bother boring you with that one. So that's pretty nice, as you can see. So the sprues themselves, we got Sprue C here, and again, looks very nice. So we've got the Mausers down in here, and again, it's nice, good, clean, crisp, sharp moulding from Meng, as always. Very, very nice. No sink marks, no problems with any of this at all. It all looks really, really nice. The side panelling looks all very good. We've got the roof down at the back, stowage items down in this one. We've got no ejector pins anywhere that's not hidden. So we've got a nice one that's going to be tucked down in there and one down in here. So the arches are all clear. We have got a few down in here though, but we don't see it, I don't think. There's a couple of small, there we go, catch them in the light. There you go. A couple of swipes with the sander, you'd be fine because it's recessed around it. The other ones though, for the doors, we don't have any ejector pins on those at all. So generally very nice. And if we look at down in here, they've hidden the ejector pins as well, right where you're not going to see them. All right, so that's very, very nice on that one. Then we have, this is Sprue A, which looks quite nice. So in Sprue A, we've got some of the running boards down in here as well for the floor. I think this is the panel across the sort of trunking down the middle. And then obviously some of the other areas, instrument panel down in here, all the various things, little bits of the engine, which actually look pretty good, transmission, the lights, things like that. The seats have got a little bit of texture on them. So with this light color, it's awful because the camera hates it. So yeah, generally those all look very, very nice indeed. And as you can see down in here with the bottom, the various parts, they all look quite nice. Got the exhaust down in here, flipping this over as well. We've got hidden, nicely tucked away ejector pins. So we're on the floor, and obviously we've got that plate, which is this one over here, will fit down over here. Actually looks really very, very nice. Good, clean, crisp moulding right the way through. And then last up, we've got the hood, jerry cans, and some of the smaller parts just down on here, as you can see. So this is Sprue B. So we've got two halves of the jerry cans. We've got sort of transmission. We've got the wheel hubs, which actually look very nice as well. The texture down in here on the roof being all folded down, that looks nice as well. And then up here, this is the top of the bonnet with the actual mount there as well for the actual spare wheel being fitted. That actually all looks very, very nice indeed. And again, just even on the blind side, good, clean, crisp moulding. The toe-in hooks, again, good chunky design with those ones. Yeah, I must admit, that is very, very nice. It's a simple, nice, straightforward kit. You've basically got three sprues down in here. We've got some wheels, clear parts, and some decals, and that is literally it to it. So again, it's one of those kits which is not going to take you too long to get together. I think it's going to be a nice straightforward build, and it's a Kubelwagen. And at the end of the day, you know, they are quite simple in their design. They're supposed to be with it. It's represented in the model as well. I've got no issues on this one whatsoever. I think it's just a genuinely nice kit all the way through. And again, Meng these days really, really moving up in the old ladder in my expectations as well. They're bringing out some great kits, and this is definitely one of them. Anyway, that is the Meng 1/35 scale Type 82 Kubelwagen.